This message is for our seniors, for the generation that built the modern world. You are focused on the threats you can see. These are the known enemies, the problems your financial advisors have trained you to fight. And I'm here today to tell you that you're looking in the wrong direction. You're standing on a beach, meticulously arranging your sandbags to protect against a rising tide, while a silent, invisible tectonic plate is shifting beneath your feet. The earthquake that is coming will make the tide irrelevant. The conversation we are having as a society about retirement, about aging, about wealth preservation, it is a dangerously obsolete conversation. It is a distraction. The greatest danger you face is not a market crash or a health crisis. It is a quiet, comfortable, and total loss of your personal sovereignty. It is the arrival of a system built under the guise of safety and convenience that is designed to manage you, your wealth, and your decisions until you are no longer a participant in your own life, but a passenger. And this system is not a future threat. It is here. It is being deployed now. And most people, especially those it is designed to envelop, have absolutely no idea. This is my final warning because the architecture of the system is nearly complete. By the time you are done listening today, you will understand what this system is, how it is being built, and the three specific non-negotiable actions you must take to ensure you remain outside of its walls. Let's begin by addressing the frustrating problem you all face. You feel a deep, gnawing anxiety that things are not right. The world seems to be changing at a speed that is disorienting. The financial advice that worked for your parents or even for you 10 years ago feels fragile. You are told to trust the experts, but you see the experts are just as confused as you are. They're using old maps to navigate a new world. This feeling of disorientation is not a personal failing. It's a symptom. It is the first sign that the world you understood, the world with predictable rules and stable institutions, is being replaced by something else. You are, in the cold language of systems engineering, a problem to be solved. And so a solution has been engineered, a beautiful, elegant, and terrifying solution. I call it the Guardian system. It is not a single company or a single government program. It is a convergence, a seamless integration of financial technology, healthcare technology, and information technology. It is an operating system for your retirement, and its prime directive is not your happiness or your freedom. Its prime directive is the reduction of risk. Your risk, the risk you pose to the system. It achieves this by subtly and then not so subtly stripping you of your agency, one convenient decision at a time. Before I explain the three pillars of this system, you must understand the philosophy behind it. It is a philosophy of what I call benevolent management. It will never be presented to you as a cage. It will be presented as a service, a luxury, a worry-free retirement package. It will promise to take away the burdens of managing your finances, of tracking your health, of making complex decisions. It will offer you simplicity, and the price of that simplicity is your freedom. It is a voluntary prison, the most effective kind ever designed, because its inhabitants will pay for the privilege of their own incarceration, and they will call it peace of mind. Now, let's look at the architecture, the three pillars of the Guardian system. You need to see how they connect, how they form a closed loop from which it is very, very difficult to escape. Pillar number one, the integrated financial platform. This is the foundation. The traditional banking system is already a legacy system. It is being replaced by all-in-one fintech applications. These platforms are incredibly convenient. They will link your bank accounts, your brokerage accounts, your credit cards, your mortgage, your insurance, all in one place. They will use AI to analyze your spending, to offer you advice, to automate your bill payments, and to manage your investments. The sales pitch is, you've worked your whole life. Let us handle the complexity. Here is what is actually happening. When you hand over the management of your assets to a single integrated AI platform, you are no longer making decisions. You are ratifying suggestions. The AI will analyze your portfolio and say, the market is volatile. We suggest moving 20% of your equities into these low-risk corporate bonds. It will be a button. Click here to approve, and you will click it. Because it's easy. Because you've been told the AI is smarter than you. What you don't know is that the AI's definition of low risk is not about maximizing your returns. It's about maximizing the stability of the entire system. You're being subtly herded along with millions of other retirees into financial instruments that serve the interests of the large institutions that built the AI. Your wealth is being transformed from a tool for your own prosperity into a ballast for the global financial ship. It gets deeper. The platform will monitor your spending. It will see you are spending too much on travel or on gifts for your grandchildren. It will send you a polite notification. Your current spending rate is 5% above the sustainable projection for your portfolio. We recommend reducing discretionary spending by 12% to remain on track. It starts as a recommendation. Then it becomes a warning. Then in the next version of the terms and conditions that you will accept without reading, you will grant the platform the ability to protect you from yourself. It will begin to decline transactions that it deems unwise. A purchase for an expensive flight might be blocked. A large cash withdrawal might be flagged and require a conversation with a financial wellness agent. You will not have lost your money. You will have lost control over your money. You will have become a child, given an allowance from your own life savings, managed by a machine whose goals you do not understand. Pillar number 2, the ambient health monitoring network. This is the second wall of the cage, and it is being built inside your own home. The Internet of Things, smart homes, wearable devices. Yeah, you know, these are the tools. It will start with a watch that monitors your heart rate and your sleep patterns. It will be a gift from your children who are worried about you. Then it will be smart pill bottles that track whether you've taken your medication. It will be sensors in your refrigerator that monitor your diet. It will be a smart speaker that listens for the sound of a fall. Again, the promise is safety. The promise is care. The reality is surveillance. All of this data, this incredibly intimate stream of your biological and behavioral information, will be fed into the same system. It will be correlated with your financial data, and it will be used to make decisions about you without your consent. Let me paint a picture for you. You are at home. The sensors in your smart mattress detect a restless night's sleep. Your smartwatch registers a slightly elevated heart rate in the morning. You go to the kitchen, and the smart refrigerator notes that you took out bacon and eggs. An alert is triggered in the guardian system. Your health score for the day drops by 3 points. Later that day, you try to buy a bottle of wine at the grocery store. Your integrated financial platform, which is linked to your health data, declines the transaction. A message appears on your phone. Your health profile indicates a high-risk day. The purchase of alcohol is not recommended. We have added a healthy green tea to your shopping list as an alternative. This is not science fiction. The technology to do this exists today. The only thing that has prevented its full deployment is the public's attachment to the old ideas of privacy and autonomy. An attachment that is being systematically eroded. The system will justify this. It will say it is lowering your insurance premiums. It will say it is extending your life. What it is actually doing is turning your life into a set of parameters to be managed. It is taking away your right to make your own choices, to take your own risks, even the small human ones, like enjoying a meal that is not perfectly optimized for your longevity. Pillar number 3, the curated information ecosystem. This is the final piece, the one that makes the cage invisible. If you're going to be managed, you cannot be exposed to information that might cause you to question the system. You must be protected from misinformation, from scams, from divisive content. Your access to the world of information will be gently and then completely curated. This will happen through the platforms you already use, your social media feed, your news feed, your search engine results, and AI will learn your profile. It knows you are a retiree. It knows your financial situation. It knows your health status, and it will begin to filter your reality. You will see more heartwarming stories and fewer troubling news reports. You will see articles about the benefits of the new health monitoring technologies. You will see financial news that reinforces the wisdom of the low-risk investments your platform has chosen for you. So you will not see the articles from critics of the system. You will not see the stories about seniors who are fighting to maintain their autonomy. You will not be exposed to any information that might cause you anxiety or lead you to question the benevolent management you are under. You will be placed in a comfortable, pleasant, and completely artificial information bubble. You will think you are informed. You will think you are connected, but you will be living in a digital Potemkin village built specifically to keep you calm, compliant, and content within the system. And there you have it, the guardian system, a closed loop. Your finances are managed for stability. Your health is monitored for compliance. Your information is curated for passivity. Each pillar reinforces the others. Your health data affects your financial permissions. Your financial data determines the health services you are offered. Your information feed justifies it all, telling you that this is not just good, it is necessary, it is the future, and you are lucky to be a part of it. This is the disaster, not a dramatic, explosive collapse, but a quiet, gentle, and total absorption. It is the end of the individual. It is the final victory of the system over the person, and it is being sold to you as progress. This is my last warning because the pieces are being locked into place with incredible speed. The adoption of these technologies is being driven by a powerful coalition of interests. The tech companies who build the platforms, the financial institutions who want to manage the wealth, and the governments who see this as the only viable solution to the demographic crisis of an aging population. They are not evil. They are simply logical. They are solving an engineering problem, and you are the variable they are trying to control, but you are not powerless. The system has a weakness. It requires your consent. It requires your participation. You can choose not to participate. You can choose to be sovereign, but it requires a conscious, deliberate, and sometimes difficult effort. It requires a new kind of retirement plan, a sovereignty protocol, and it has 3 core components. These are the actionable steps. This is what you must do. First, you must achieve and maintain technological competence. Now, this is not optional. It is the single most important survival skill of the 21st century. I'm not talking about learning how to use a social media app. I am talking about a deep, fundamental literacy in the tools of the digital world. You must understand them, because if you don't, they will be used against you. The actionable advice is this: you must dedicate at least 5 hours a week to learning about technology. Not just reading about it, doing it. You must learn how to operate your own digital life outside of the integrated platforms. This means learning about things that might seem intimidating. Learn what a VPN is and how to use it to protect your online privacy, and learn how to use encrypted messaging apps to communicate securely. Most importantly, you must learn the basics of self-custody for digital assets. Open a Bitcoin wallet, buy a small, insignificant amount, learn how to send it, receive it, and store it yourself offline. The point is not to become a crypto investor. The point is to go through the process of holding a digital asset that no corporation or government can control or freeze. It is an exercise in sovereignty. So it teaches your brain that it is possible to own something in the digital world without asking for permission. That you must become a difficult user, a person who cannot be easily onboarded into the Guardian system because you insist on holding the keys to your own digital life. Second, you must build a resilient intergenerational human network. The Guardian system works by isolating you. It isolates you financially in its platform. It isolates you physically with its home monitoring. It isolates you informationally in its curated bubble. The antidote to this isolation is a robust, real-world human network. The actionable advice is this: you must actively fight the natural tendency to only socialize with your own age group. You must forge alliances with younger generations. Your grandchildren are your most valuable allies, but not just as family members, as partners. You have a lifetime of wisdom, experience, and in many cases, capital. They have a native understanding of the technological world that you're trying to learn. You need to make a pact, a formal or informal alliance. You will mentor them in the timeless principles of life, of business, of human nature. In exchange, they will become your technology tutors, your guides to the new landscape, your allies in maintaining your digital sovereignty. You must build a tribe that's not defined by age, but by a shared commitment to individual freedom. This human network is your early warning system. It is your support structure. It is the thing that will notice when the walls of the Guardian system begin to close in around you, and it will give you the strength and the knowledge to resist. Third, you must deliberately embrace a philosophy of anti-fragility. The Guardian system promises to make you safe, to remove all risk. But a life without risk is a life without growth. A system that never experiences stress is a system that is incredibly brittle. It will shatter at the first unexpected shock. You must build your life, your health, and your finances to be the opposite, to be anti-fragile, to get stronger from stress. The actionable advice is this: in your health, this means rejecting the passive monitoring and embracing active, challenging disciplines. Stress your body, lift heavy weights, expose yourself to heat and cold, challenge your mind, learn a new language, study a difficult subject, do things that are hard. A body and mind that are constantly being challenged are much harder to manage and control than one that is passively declining in a comfortable chair. In your finances, this means rejecting the illusion of no risk managed funds. It means taking a small, carefully considered portion of your assets and taking direct personal responsibility for it. It might be investing in a small local business run by a young entrepreneur you are mentoring. It might be holding a portion of your wealth in physical assets like gold or land. It might be holding a small amount of Bitcoin in self-custody. The goal is not to get rich. The goal is to have a part of your life that is truly yours, that is subject to real world risk and reward, that is not mediated by the benevolent AI of the Guardian system. It is your anchor to reality. It is your declaration of independence. So let me conclude. This is my last warning, not because I am being dramatic, but because I am an engineer. I see the system being built. I see the code being written. I see the contracts being signed. The infrastructure for the Guardian system is nearly complete. The marketing campaigns are being prepared. Soon it will be presented to you as the great inevitable solution to the problem of aging, and you will have a choice. You can choose the path of convenience, the path of simplicity, the path of benevolent management. You can hand over the keys to your life, and in return, you will be promised a world without worry. It is a seductive offer. Or you can choose the path of sovereignty, the path of competence, of connection, of anti-fragility. It is a harder path. It requires effort. It requires you to learn new things. It requires you to take responsibility. It requires you to remain a participant, not a passenger. Yeah, the disaster that is coming is the disaster of a choice made by default. It is the disaster of sleepwalking into a comfortable cage. My purpose here is not to scare you. It is to wake you up, to show you the bars of the cage while the door is still open. You are the generation that built the free world. Do not let yours be the generation that peacefully, comfortably, and voluntarily gives it all away. The choice is yours. Make it consciously. Thank you.